This Amazon FBA product has made me over $500,000 in my first year, and I'm going to share with you how I started this business in just 7 days. But warning, I made a huge mistake that cost me over $100,000. And I'll share what that mistake is in just a bit, but I want to be clear that this business has made over $500,000 in revenue, and that's not profit. Most people on the internet share their revenue numbers and they never share all their actual expenses or their final profit. But right now, I'm gonna do just that. I'm gonna share with you all my numbers, all my expenses, how much it cost me to start this business, and then later in this video, I'm gonna go month by month and show you how much money I made every single month for my first year selling this product on Amazon. My first big expense with this product is I spent over $93,000 to manufacture all the jars of carnivore electrolytes that I sold in my first year. But keep in mind that I didn't have to spend all that money at once. I started this business with a small order of 500 units, which cost me around $4,000. Then as I would sell products, I would use the profit to go buy more inventory. And in total, it only cost me around $5,000 to start this business. And I'll cover all those costs later in this video. But the next expense I had when selling on Amazon is I spent over $71,000 on the Amazon referral fee. And if you want to sell your products on Amazon.com, you have to pay Amazon a 15% referral fee. Basically, whatever the cost of your product is, 15% of that goes to Amazon. And I hear a lot of people complaining about this 15% fee to sell on the Amazon platform, but keep in mind that Amazon has over 180 million Prime customers in the United States alone, over 300 million Prime customers worldwide, and that number is growing every single year. Amazon is a $2 trillion company, and they've spent billions of dollars on marketing and building their website so that customers come to their website and buy products. So that 15% fee, I think, is worth it, but I also had to spend another $64,000 on the Amazon FBA pick and pack fee. And the way that Amazon FBA works is FBA stands for Fulfilled by Amazon. And if you want to sell on Amazon and you want to use the FBA program, what you do is you buy your products in bulk, usually for a discounted price. You then send them into the Amazon warehouse and list it for sale on Amazon's website. When you get a sale, Amazon will pick, pack, and ship your product out to your customer. They're handling the fulfillment process for you. That's what FBA stands for, and that's why it's relatively passive income. Yes, it does take some hard work to start your business, but once you have your product and your listing on the Amazon site created, all you have to do is when you run low in inventory, send an email to your manufacturer to order more products and just make sure that you're always in stock. Other than that, in my experience, Amazon's handling getting the customers to come to your listing and buy your product, and they're handling the shipping, which means that you can live anywhere in the world that you want to live. You can work whenever you want to work. You can spend your time doing what you want to do. Basically, by selling on Amazon and using the FBA program, it means freedom for you because Amazon's handling the boring parts of your business for a fee, of course. I also spent over $18,000 on PPC, and PPC stands for pay per click. It's a way for you to advertise on Amazon's website that gets your product to the top of the search results, and you only pay when someone clicks on your ad. And the last fee is just all the other random expenses. I probably spent another $12,000 on storage, receiving fees, and other random things like paying virtual assistants to run my business for me so that my entire business could be as passive as possible. And after all these different costs, I ended up making over $200,000 in passive income profit in my first year. And the reason I'm making this video is because I'm going to show you how I did it, how I built this business in just 7 days. And I'm not alone. Over 40% of all Amazon sellers make over $100,000. And I've taught a lot of people this exact way that I'm going to show you in this video to sell on Amazon. People like AJ, Calvin, Brent, Jeremy, all these people have used the method I'm going to show you in this video to build 6 and even 7-figure Amazon businesses. But I did make 3 huge mistakes that I will talk about in this video, including one mistake that cost me over $100,000. And this is one of the biggest business mistakes that I've ever made in my life. It's something that I'm a little bit embarrassed to share with you. It made me feel a lot of shame when I realized this, and honestly, it made me feel like a little bit of a failure. But still, I did do something that I'm really proud of. I created a business that made over $200,000 in passive income profit in just 7 days, and I'm gonna explain to you right now, day by day, how I did that. But first, if you're new to the channel, my name is Travis, and I used to have a full-time corporate job over 10 years ago. I hated that job, and I quit that job cold turkey to go try to make passive income online. My goal was to make $100,000 in passive income, and I struggled for many, many years until I found out that you could sell products on Amazon. So I created my first passion product business, and this business went on to do over $1 million in sales. I then sold that business for a good chunk of change and started teaching people here on YouTube how I did it. But recently, people started commenting that Amazon FBA is dead. And I realized that if Amazon FBA was dead, I would need to stop teaching here on YouTube how to make money with Amazon, because my goal on this channel is to help you to make $100,000 plus passive income a year. And I only want to teach you the best way to do that. So I decided to create a brand new Amazon FBA business to test out, does Amazon FBA still work in 2025? And make sure to smash the like button, because right now I'm gonna go day by day showing you how I started this Amazon business in just 7 days and show you how you can do the same. Let's start with day one. And on day one, I needed to find a product to sell on Amazon that was going to be profitable. This is called product research. And I used a tool called Helium 10 that makes finding Amazon FBA products extremely easy, but this tool did cost me $79. And the way that this tool works is it shows you what people are searching for on Amazon. And if you can figure out what people are searching for on Amazon, the things that they want to buy, and you can find products that they're searching for, but yet there's no product that exists, you can make that product and make a lot of money. And I found that over 1,000 people per month were searching for carnivore electrolytes. Yet no one on Amazon was selling an electrolyte powder that was marketed towards people on the carnivore diet. So boom, just like that, in just a couple hours, I found the product that I was gonna sell on Amazon. And if you are doing product research, I highly recommend this tool, Helium 10. I'll put a link down below in the description. You can use that link to sign up for a free account, or if you wanna unlock all the features, I've got the hookup, I've got the best deal you can find on Helium 10. Click on that link, put in the coupon code to get that discounted price. And I have a bunch of videos here on this channel showing you step-by-step how to do product research as well. But then on day two, it was time for me to set up my business and to create the design and packaging for my product. Now, to set up my business, I decided to go with an LLC. And an LLC is going to cost you between $200 to $800. And an LLC is how you legally create a business in the eyes of the government. You can also do a DBA, which is cheaper, and a DBA is going to cost you around $99. Now, an LLC does give you some legal protection. If someone were to sue your business, they can't come after your personal assets. On the other hand, with a DBA, it's cheaper, but it's not really gonna offer you any kind of protection. The other thing I did on day two was start working on my logo and my package design. Now, to make this easy, I hired a company, FBA Creatives. There's a link down below as well as a coupon code for FBA Creatives. And I highly recommend, if you are creating an Amazon FBA product, don't do the logo yourself. Don't try to design the packaging yourself. FBA Creatives is a design company that specializes in creating brands, logos, listings, everything that you need from the design and branding standpoint of an Amazon business. On day three, I signed up for my Amazon seller account by going to sell.amazon.com and clicking sign up. But warning, there are two types of plans that you can use to sell on Amazon. There is the professional plan, which is going to cost you $39.99 a month. Or if you scroll all the way down to the bottom, you can click on this link right here that says sign up to become an individual seller, and this will allow you to create an Amazon seller account for free. However, with the individual account, you're gonna have to pay an additional 99 cents per unit that you sell. So if you're planning on selling more than 40 units per month, then I'd recommend signing up for the professional seller account. And in order to sign up, you're going to need a valid government ID, recent bank account or credit card statement, a chargeable credit or debit card, and a mobile phone number. From there, it's easy. They're gonna ask you a couple questions. You're gonna fill out all the information that they ask for, including what you want the name of your store to be. And keep in mind, the name of your store can be whatever you want, and you can always change it. On day 4, it was time for me to find a manufacturer for my product. And you can find a manufacturer for your product overseas by using websites like Alibaba.com. Or if you're looking to get your product manufactured in the United States, like I was, you can use thomasnet.com or Google. All you have to do is type in whatever you're looking to get manufactured, space, manufacturer, and Google will show you hundreds of different companies that can make your product for you. However, when you're looking for a manufacturer for your Amazon FBA product, I think the best way to find a manufacturer is through a referral. Find a friend or someone that's created a similar product and ask them who they used as their manufacturer. And I have a complete step-by-step Amazon FBA program. And in that program, we have a list of all the different manufacturers that I've used and that my students have used. And I had one student, Mina, who created his own supplement brand. He started with $1,500 and he's done over $4 million in sales. And I said, Mina, who did you use to start your supplement company? And he gave me the information of the manufacturer. And that's why it's so important when you're starting a business or trying to do something new that you find other people that have already done what you're looking to do and ask for their help. And if you are looking to start an Amazon FBA business and you want my help, I do have a complete program that'll walk you through step by step how to do this. It has a bunch of other benefits. If you want more information about that, there's a link down below where you can find out more information about that Amazon FBA program. But then on day 5, I created the listing for my Amazon FBA business. And when you're selling a product on Amazon, you have to create a listing for it. And this includes the title, the main image of the product, as well as the bullet points, the price, the other side images, a description, and everything that someone buying your product on Amazon needs to know in order to make an informed decision. And your goal with the main image is to pop out, because the way that Amazon works is people search for things they want to buy and then they get a list of results, and you want to make sure that your image pops. Then hopefully people will click on your listing, and from there your goal is to convince them why they should buy your product instead of the competition. And if you need help with this, I used FBAcreatives.com again to create my listing. Not only did they do the logo and the packaging, I got the full package. I said, just create the entire thing because I'm not a designer, and that's what they're good at. On day 6, my products were done being manufactured, so I had my manufacturer ship those products from his warehouse into the Amazon FBA fulfillment center. And this is very easy to do. Amazon gives you labels to put on your boxes and on the individual products that you're selling. And you can even schedule UPS to come pick up the products and ship it into the Amazon fulfillment center for you. You don't really have to do a lot of work here. And then on day 7, it was time for me to launch my product on Amazon. And the key with making money on Amazon is you want to try to get as many sales as possible from day 1, because Amazon's going to see that you're getting a lot of sales for your product, and it's gonna put your product higher up in the search results. And as it goes higher up in the search results, you're gonna make more money, get more sales, and this is gonna lead to a snowball effect, and Amazon's gonna continue to put your product higher and higher up in the search results. And for the first week, I discounted the price of my product to around $16.99 just to get some sales and to get some reviews. The final price of this product was $24.99. And in the first month selling this product on Amazon, we ended up doing over $6,000 in revenue. And once you subtract out all the expenses, we almost did $2,000 in profit in our first month, which isn't bad. I have a confession to make. When I first launched this Amazon business, I thought it was only gonna get 2 to 3 sales a day. The main reason I created this business was just to see if we could make a couple $1,000s a month. But what ended up happening over the next couple months completely blew my mind. And in month 2, we did over $10,000 in revenue and almost $4,000 in profit. But something really bad happened during this month. We were selling a lot of units. In fact, more units than I thought we were going to sell. And the problem was my first order that I purchased was only 500 units. And already in month 2, we were gonna run out of product. So what I did is I increased the price from $24.99 all the way to $29.99, and sales actually went up. And this was the first mistake I made with my product Carnivore Electrolytes. I started it at $24.99, I increased the price to $29.99, and what I didn't realize is that what I was selling here was a premium product that even with a high price tag, people were willing to spend the money. And the higher you put your price, the more profit that you make. And in month 3, I almost sold out again. I did over $15,000 in sales, over $6,000 in profit, and I raised the price of this product to $32.99, and still sales kept increasing. Month 4 was $24,000 in sales, over $9,000 in profit. And again, I realized we were gonna run out of inventory really soon if I didn't do something. So in the next month, I raised the price to $34.99, but still we did over $28,000 in sales, over $10,000 in profit. And then month 6, 7, and 8 was all around $28,000, $29,000 in revenue, around $11,000 to $12,000 in profit, which is really cool. That means at this point, I have a 6-figure profit passive income business. But then in the next month, sales went up to over $40,000 in revenue, over $14,000 in profit. And again, I realized we were gonna be selling out of inventory very soon if I didn't do something. So I raised the price to $37.99, which is almost 50% more expensive than I originally thought I was gonna sell this product for. But still, in month 10, we had our best month ever. We did over $132,000 in revenue, and we did over $62,000 in profit. Month 11 was $85,000 in revenue, over $40,000 in profit, and month 12 was $72,000 in revenue, over $28,000 in profit. And during this time, we also launched this product on TikTok Shop. And TikTok Shop is a huge new opportunity for you to make money online. But the best way to make money with TikTok Shop is to launch a product on TikTok Shop and have it on Amazon. Because what happens is people will see your product on TikTok, and some of them will buy it right from the app, but some people will go to Amazon to search for it. And we did over $60,000 in revenue with TikTok Shop, over $14,000 in profit. And that was actually a mistake, because we should have started TikTok Shop even earlier. And if this video gets 1,000 likes, I will do a complete tutorial explaining TikTok Shop. But now I want to share with you the #1 mistake I made. I actually feel a little bit of shame to admit this. And the mistake I made was not launching more Amazon FBA products earlier. And yes, I launched Performance Nut Butter, my passion product that did over $1 million in sales. Then from there, I really started focusing on teaching on this YouTube channel and on partnering with students that join my program to help them launch their product. I partnered with AJ, who did over $500,000 in sales in his first year with cocktail cards. I also partnered with Willem, who is doing around $60,000 revenue per year with his product Rocket Tea. But other than that, a couple years there where I didn't really launch new Amazon FBA businesses. And I felt a little bit ashamed that here I am, the YouTube guru, teaching people how to sell products on Amazon, but I actually wasn't launching my own products on Amazon for a little while. And the reason was because I had made enough money with my Amazon businesses, and I was really enjoying the teaching process. And right now, let me show you a photo of what I'm looking at. So right behind the camera is a bunch of pictures of students that have gone through my Amazon FBA program and have had success. And to me, that is more fun. That is more exciting than just launching new Amazon businesses trying to make money. I get way more fulfillment teaching people how to sell on Amazon than I do from launching my own Amazon businesses. But that being said, I realized in order for me to be a good teacher of Amazon and how to create products, I need to continue to launch products. So that's a big change I'm gonna be making moving forward, is I'm constantly going to be launching products, not so much just for the money, even though this is a good amount of money to make passive income. I really want to do it so that I can stay on top of the latest trends and help teach you how to break free from the corporate prison, how to get freedom in your life, how to build your own passive income business. And I actually made a completely free 10-hour YouTube video. It's an Amazon FBA course. It shows you everything you need to know to launch your own Amazon business. That's how passionate I am about this. Other people could easily charge you $1,000 for this. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna give you this for free. And that being said, if you do want my help, if you do want more handholding, I do have a complete Amazon FBA program. I'll put a link to that down below as well. But if you're not ready for that, you can just click on this free Amazon FBA course 10-hour YouTube video. So click on that YouTube video. I'll see you in the next video, and thanks for watching.